My name is Miss Lisa and we're here at the Fayette County Public Library. Today we are going to do another episode of Fun Foods. Today is our last episode of pumpkin. I sure hope you have enjoyed all the pumpkin recipes we've done in the past couple of weeks. Today we are going to be making pumpkin energy bites. Maybe your family needs a quick little snack to give them a boost of energy. Well, today I'm going to show you a very easy way to make a cute little bite, okay, that's filled with energy. And it's filled with pumpkin too, so that makes it even more delicious. Now you do need a wide variety of ingredients to make this little pumpkin bite. The main ingredient is your Quaker oats. Please make sure you get the old-fashioned ones and not the quick oats. Okay, that's an important thing to remember. You also need some almond butter. Okay, and then of course, since it's pumpkin, we need some pumpkin. And then the rest of it is sort of left up to your taste. You need a bunch of different seeds and different spices. So today I have sunflower seeds and some chia seeds and flax seeds. I also have some raisins and chocolate chips and honey. And for the spices, we have ginger and nutmeg and cinnamon and some vanilla and pumpkin pie spice. So once all of this stuff gets put together in a bowl, we are going to use a little spoon to make a little bite, a little round bite. And we are going to then roll them in some finely chopped up walnuts. And then we're going to put them on a tray, put them in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes, and then they're ready to eat. All right, so let's get started. First of all, we need our Quaker oats. So we're going to need 1.5 cups. So we're going to add, and the measurements don't have to be super exact. All right, there's 1.5 cups. Now, if the ingredients are too slimy and they don't hold well together, you can always add more of the Quaker oats. The next thing we need is our almond butter, and you want to have a 1/2 cup of almond butter. So I'm just going to spread this into there and make sure I have a whole 1/2 cup. All right. Put that in with our oats. After we get our almond butter in there, we need our pumpkin. And we're going to have the same amount that we just had with the almond butter. So I'm going to take my pumpkin here and get 1/2 cup. Just going to use the same measuring stick because you know it all goes in the same bowl. Okay, so there's our pumpkin and our almond butter and the Quaker oats. Go ahead and get that started to stir up. All right. Now, since we want to make sure that those spices are throughout the whole mixture, we're going to add that next. So, the recipes call for like 1/2 to 3/4 of a teaspoon of each. And again, like I said before, it's up to your taste. I really love cinnamon, so I'm going to make sure that I do get a whole teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to spread that in there. We do want to make sure that it tastes like pumpkin. So you're going to want to have 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Okay, we'll spread that in there. All right, and then our other spices are a little bit of ginger. Not my favorite, but it does add a little flavor, so we'll get a little bit of that in there. And we need some nutmeg. See how much we get there. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Now, once all those spices are in there, you'll want to stir that up again so that it gets spread throughout the whole mixture. Now comes the fun part. You get to add other things in it that your family likes. So, let's add some of our seeds. Flaxseed is a very good, healthy thing. So we're going to add a good heaping teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of that. We're going to add just 1 teaspoon of the chia seeds. They're tiny. They spread pretty well in there. Let's get a couple teaspoons of sunflower seeds. And that lid's on there tight. All right. And again, as you're noticing, it doesn't have to be real exact. You know, if you love sunflower seeds, let's just go ahead and get 3 teaspoons in there. Add a little bit more in there. All right, so let's go ahead and get those seeds stirred up. You want to have a little bit of all this goodness in every bite. We forgot to put the honey in there. We need to get some honey. So it's a little thick stirring. This might help just a little bit. So we need 2 teaspoons of honey. There's 1. That's going to add a little sweetness to our energy bite. Okay, stir that honey on in there. That's good. That helps give a little bit more liquid to help stir it around. Now, some of my other favorite ingredients are raisins and chocolate chips. Everything's better with chocolate. So I'm going to go ahead and add some raisins in there. Come out of there. There we go. I don't know. Do you think 1's enough, or should we add another one? Probably should add another one, don't you think? Okay, so let's grab another box. We have plenty of raisins. Raisins are a really healthy, tasty snack, and to put it in an energy ball bite is really yummy. All right, now to add just a little sweetness, I would suggest using the little miniature marshmallows so they hide in there. All right, so there's a little sweetness for each bite. Keep mixing it up just a little bit more. We're about ready to form our little bites. Now, this part gets a little messy, so you may want to have a wet rag on hand to wash your hands off a little bit. So, now the next step is just to get your little bite inside of a scoop or a teaspoon. You're going to roll it up a little bit. Now, I like to go ahead and cover the outside edge with some chopped up walnuts. So there's 1. This is supposed to make at least a dozen, depending on the size of your little bites. Okay, these are pretty big bites. I'll let it roll again in the walnuts. So it's good to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator for just a little bit so that it sort of all adheres together, and it makes it a simple treat just to go and pick it up and put it in your mouth. Let me make just 1 more here. So you can see that by rolling it like I'm doing, I'm getting really messy. Okay, so I've made 3. I'm going to sit here and make a few more. You don't need to watch me do all that, but these are so yummy. This has been a pumpkin energy bite. I sure hope you might try it at home. If you do, let us know in the comments. I'm Miss Lisa, and this has been Fun Foods. See me again next Tuesday at 2 o'clock for another episode of Fun Foods.